Luke, press. Sorry to see you all waiting. We wear a lot of makeup.
I'm a comedian. Yeah.
Hello, the press.
Hello.
No, there you go. You know, I know. You know, you're cynical, but it can be audience participation too.
Everybody over there, say hello. Everybody
Over there, say hello.
hello.
Hey!
And now you've seen the show we're bringing to Denmark in July. It's going to be that good.
Yes.
So, for everyone, these are the gentlemen in take that, and this gentleman is the Danish press. For those who are not quite sure about the names, this is Gary, Mark, Robbie, Howard, and Jason. And yeah, I have the privilege of having to ask the first question. You just did rehearsals with the two finalists here at the stadium.
Yep.
You're coming back to tour this summer, but we're going to talk about that a bit later. How do you feel about the contestants? Are they fit for fight?
To be honest with you, we've rehearsed with them once, and they haven't sung much. I'm scared of one of them. The blonde one terrifies me. And she's only 16, isn't she? She's a feisty character.
They're not nervous
50.
at all.
None of them are nervous. So I don't think they should be in the business if they're not nervous.
Way too cool.
To be honest with you, we haven't seen enough of them to pass judgment, but they're nice people.
What was your feeling about it? Would they have the potential of being an international artist like yourself?
Do you know, we do a lot of these shows. These shows exist all over Europe, and we often get brought in and we do a song and we get a chance to sing with the contestants. And I always feel really sorry for them that they're sort of like being wheeled on, wheeled off. But I think they're doing great, these guys, tonight. They're going to be playing in front of 45,000 people. It must be really an incredible evening for them, so we just wish them the best.
I like the blonde one, but she looks like a character out of Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Okay, can we stop the cameras for a while and we can take some more pictures at the end? So, questions?
Or not.
Or not.
Please,
Welcome back to Denmark.
Thank you.
You've done a couple of these shows. You mentioned it yourself. Sorry, I'm Eva. I'm from the Danish National News Agency.
Hello, Ava.
Hi. But why is it that you want to do these shows? You did this 2 years ago in Denmark, last year in Great Britain, and now again here.
Because it's our job. You know, like when bands sing their songs and they go on tour.
What does it feel like to sing with the contestants?
It's nice. It's nice for us. You know, 20 years ago we were in their shoes. You know, although we weren't on TV, we auditioned to be in our band. We know how it feels. It's nice to be. It's nice to see them up there. It's nice to be doing something alongside them. And it's also nice to be back in Denmark.
Yeah,
I think it's you know a big difference between now and when we were younger. Is shows like this didn't really exist, and these young artists, singers, they go from we were talking to them. They were saying last year they were all sat at home watching it, thinking, oh, maybe one day that could be me, and now they're here on the final, and I mean. That's a massive thing, and it's amazing what a year can do. You can be sat at home watching the telly, and a year later you can actually be appearing in front of 45,000 people and making your own record, and it's huge.
I think if these shows were around when we first started, we don't think we would have had a chance to win.
Thank God they didn't judge us till now.
I can say one thing about these talent shows is that they're very popular. Every country you go to, they're very popular. And I think one of the great things about them it gets families all watching TV together. It's the one night of the week where you all sit on the same sofa and you sit and interact, and they're rubbish, they're good, you know, why are they still here? It's very nice for families.
Oh, God.
Question?
Really?
So, okay, hi guys, I'm Tom. Is it okay? One more?
No. We have BT. Yeah.
Oh, Tom, sorry. Yeah.
We take it. Hi there, James from the Danish newspaper BT. How do you feel about the whole talent show genre coming in and also sometimes pressuring traditional artists as yourselves out of the picture and out of the charts? Do you feel threatened by the whole genre?
We try to make friends with them all. And then when they become really big, they might ask us to do a duet with them.
As a band, we've just sold 3 million albums, so no. And what do, you know, I'm sure there's 5 individual answers to what we think about talent competitions and what they're doing at the charts and what they're not doing at the charts, but I'm personally like, you know, the rest of the country, I enjoy watching them. I enjoy going on the spiritual and emotional journey that the contestants take. Something I enjoy.
I think we've seen a lot of artists in the UK where they win the final, or they're against the other guy, and actually they release a record, they do well for a few years, and you know they don't last, which is a shame really, but that's the way it is sometimes.
Do you guys look after your artists? No.
I've enjoyed some of the X Factors and stuff in England and reality shows, but I do as well sympathise with the critics when they say you're a bit whitewashed over talent. You have to have a type of voice, a stage or singing voice, for example. And you know, I possibly say that as the weakest singer of Take That from an insecure point of view. But what about, you know, Bob Dylan? If he went on there 30, 40 years ago, he'd get rubbished off on the first session. So I think maybe they lose a lot of character. They just go after a specific generic singing voice. So I understand that critic. If that's part of the question you were asking, I don't know.
We have a question from Billebed.
I try without a mic. I can get a mic now. My name is Helle from Billebed, and you are already international stars. What is your secret? What is your X factor? Is it nice voices, great bodies, a combination?
I think a combination.
And second question, do you have advice to the contestants here?
Oh, my advice would be to just enjoy it. Just enjoy it while it's here. It's not trying to plan too far ahead. Just enjoy tonight, especially if this is the final tonight. You know, this will be something they'll remember forever.
And learn to say no as quickly as you can, because you know they're in a position where they don't know what they're doing, and there's a lot of people that are around them that will work them into the ground and get the pound of flesh out of them, and they don't know the power that they've got by just turning around and saying no.
But we're not cynical, are we? We've not got bitter, have we?
No, but you know that's what happens when you're that age. You know, it happened to us, and it'll happen to them too. And the quicker they can start saying no, the happier they'll be.
A challenge to you lot to look after the winner. Okay?
Unless the winner's really shit.
No, even more so. If the winner's really shit.
Oh.
So we have a question from MSN Star Lounge.
Hi, my name is Nick.